folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. Last time on Baldur's Gate 3, a lot of stuff happened. We rescued a man from a bunch of mushrooms. We helped Shadowheart recover some of her memories, and I think that's a very good thing. Yeah, a woman deserves to know her own life. And tried to do the Susur Bark thing, but don't actually have any weapons to improve for the Masterwork weapon thing. So we don't really need that.
Path lies before me.
So the ideal thing to do is continue on. Take the Duergar boat. They have a lair. They're digging out the old Sharan fortress. Now, we promised to rescue the deep gnomes. And we didn't promise to decapitate the Drownir, but that's something the Myconids want us to do, because is bad news, apparently. And this ancient Sharan fortress is supposedly along the route to, or is our path to Moonrise Towers. Has a shortcut that'll let us bypass this shadow curse, or most of this shadow curse. So let's go.
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
Amity and the crew board the vessel and sail into the darkness.
Tiefling, what are you doing on Gek's raft?
Didn't love how he said that. Amity's heard
Where's
that
Gek?
cone before.
Who are you?
All too many times. But since we have these boots, we could lie to make him think we killed the runaway gnome. This could be an easy way to get in. I seek the sergeant. I believe she's keen to get these boots back.
Well, I'll be. You got them? The sergeant's been whining non-stop. What about Gek? Where's he at?
The best lies contain an element of truth. It wasn't the Myconids who killed him, but he did fight the Myconids. And yeah, I'm afraid he is dead. The Myconids saw to that.
Come on, let's get you to shore. You're the one telling the sergeant what happened. The rest of you, keep patrolling. I'll be heading back with this one.
You continue forward in silence until the lights of a camp twinkle through the murk.
We've got a welcoming party.
You shithead! Time you showed up. We got trouble.
Spit it out! Sergeant finally choked on True Soul Near's prick.
Drugno! The twat soul caused a rockfall. Trapped tighter than a ring on a fat finger.
You're shitting me. You pay up?
That's the trouble. He's got the gold on him. Sergeant's arm is falling off with all the gnome slaves she's been beating. Who's the hoon, Grayman? Another slave for the dig?
I'm here to see the sergeant. I have her boots.
Aye. She speaks true. Found the hoon sailing Geck's skiff.
That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Duergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be. You're one of them cult freaks. Felt the tingle. Your twat soul chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation.
Really, paying seems the most diplomatic option. But these people suck, and Amity is annoyed with them. I'm not giving you a single coin.
Unclog your hole. Just shitting around. But I'm warning you, that twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
We're closing in on Near, but if we want his head, we'll need to free him first.
I guess Will wants to go after Near. I suppose we can. Rescuing the gnomes is the priority, though. And I guess getting to Moonrise, Amity does tend to get distracted by
What's a fort like this doing in the
people.
Underdark?
Whoever built it, they let it rot for ages.
Let's talk to everyone, see if they got any dialogue for this.
You must have questions.
Nope. Looks like they don't.
This true soul Near stuck behind a rockfall, is he? Forgive me if I'm in no hurry to go digging him out.
That drow, Near, is going to be on his last gasp unless someone digs him out. Though not necessarily our concern, of course.
As someone in need, Amity is inclined, ordinarily would be inclined to help. But, from the sound of him, might be better off if he just dies in a rockfall. I hate to say it, but...
Come into her shadow. Let all that is past be forgotten.
Gold accents aren't too tarnished yet. We might be able to chip them off and melt them.
Absolutely not. Well, you'd be killing history itself.
This again?
Yes, this again. How peculiar. Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be. A sun dweller in these parts. Look here, my topside friend. I need fresh eyes, and I doubt I'll find fresher.
This guy seems decent at least. A friendly welcome? A rarity in the Underdark.
As rare as a smile in Sindelrin, you might say. But I've no skill for slaving. I prefer chisel to cane. But these learned eyes reach their limits. and so I must humbly request yours.
What are you doing exactly?
Peering into cracks and crevices in hope to find history's morsels. I have come up regrettably short. I hope you might see truths where I cannot.
Alright. Well, what should I be looking at?
The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see. And be thorough.
So, this is lying about it. Hand forged by a flump called Grim. Now, Amity's not gonna lie about it. But, yeah, this is my first time playing a bard. I didn't realize that, there's an option here. Yes, a history check. Try to remember the tome, Fables of Forges Grim. I don't think we need guidance for this, and I'm not sure that, oh, why not? Did not need it.
You recall the tale of a Sharan fortress armed with impenetrable adamantine, a metal created by a gnomish mage. There were also whispers of the gnome's secret project, an invincible guardian, though its existence was never proven.
What do you think?
If I choose the other options, I'll still have this available, won't I? I think I will. Amity assesses the statue for technique and composition. Just barely figures it out.
The statue's meandering curves and golden edges stand out against the weathered masonry behind it. Two styles, two eras. The statue was carved from newer stone and erected by latecomers to this ancient fortress.
Anything standing out?
Examine the fallen rubble.
Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor, many split cleanly in two, yet some walls remain fully intact. No quake brought these rocks down. They were smashed through in an instant. Something big charged through here. Something very big.
What do you think?
Is unsettling, that's what I think. And last but not least, Amity surveys the area for unseen curiosities.
Several glassy stones stand out in the debris. Their borders are coated with tiny yellow crystals. The hottest of flames smoothed the stone and left sulfuric crystals behind. The fires of the hells have touched Grymforge.
Now Amity recites the tale that she remembers from her reading.
How fascinating. I told my kinfolk that book learning has its benefits. A crafty gnome helping forge a fortress that would last an eon. Mythic metal atop stone hewn by the devoted. That's to say nothing of this tale of an invulnerable protector. It's unfortunate the Sharan's successors found no proof. Doesn't explain this infernal plate I found, though. Here. Take it. Perhaps you'll be able to figure out why it's here. But my work has only begun. There is more still to find. I must get to it.
Great, if you have anything good.
Well, let's see what you've got.
Does he have? A few spell scrolls and potions. Fire resistance. Buy some fire resistance. I think that's all I really need. Sell wares, and
That's all then.
that's all then.
History is carved in stone and burned in brick.
The most interesting secrets are always lurking just under the surface.
Yes, indeed. Well said, Amity. Skeletons, huh? Oh. That's got some, Shadowheart probably like that. And a Dark Justicier's journal. A thin diary smelling faintly of prayer smoke. Cycle 40. I know it is forbidden to enter the Inquisitor's chambers, but I could not help myself. Has Master Ketheric not commanded us to use every possible tool to best Shar's rivals? Besides, if Sybil had meant to keep the amulet a secret, she would have hidden it better. This funny. I was just recording the Daggerfall Let's Play, just like immediately before I started recording this, and that topic kind of came up. I don't know if I'll probably have announced my Daggerfall character by the time this video goes up, but yeah, she's a Khajiit, so she's got that kind of Khajiit philosophy of like, yeah. What do you mean, private property? I was able to take it, therefore you were clearly fine with it being taken. Anyway, cycle 40 and 2. The amulet has gifted me with a power, an energy heretofore unknown to me. I've never known such might and such cheer. I can barely keep myself from smiling, much to the other's chagrin. Who writes laughter? Like, who does that? How does that... Who does that? A cycle in 40 and 5. It is done, thank the Dark Lady. Sybil ripped the amulet from my throat and cast it into the lava, having found me racked by laughter. The madness is lifted, but I do not yet know my penance. Sybil is not known to take pity on thieves.
As you look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
Dark Justiciar uniforms. These were Shah worshippers. The same as me.
Whatever killed them made an enemy of a powerful goddess.
Let us do what we can to avoid their fate, then.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Armor for Shadowheart. Okay, no, that's just straight up worse. Lower AC. Like, notably low. It's the whole 2 points lower. And she's not gonna be hit by melee attacks all that much, or at least she ought to be.
No one stopped me yet.
Leaves, like on trees up on the surface. Forget it.
Time to press ahead.
Or I'll swap my cane. You, grab a cane and whip these Drugnin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker.
Excuse you? These Duergar kind of suck. And Amity's not particularly impressed. You want me to cane these poor beasts?
Damn right I do. Getting cramps in my arm trying to whip the Drugnin beasts back to work. Now get to the caning, for I thrash you instead.
I wonder... They'll do it. And then... try to turn the Rothe against the Duergar and put a stop to this. Leave it to me. I'll show these deep Rothe who's in charge.
Go on then. Light a fire under the buggers.
Could fetch him some boss.
Shove.
Do I have... I do have a potion of animal speaking.
They're hungry. We feed them back on the slaves.
Something's on my mind.
No more! No more pain, no more work! All must die!
Yes, let's, yes, we can help her fight back. Yes, give in to your rage and avenge your pain. Don't strike us all, just your masters. And of course, I'll help.
Yes, they made the pain. Now they feel it!
Bloody Rothe have lost it. Put them down, and the shark too.
So who actually do we have here? Herdmaster Skariel. Looks like a warrior, question mark? Ah! Again, I didn't mean to move. I hate that it does that. I'm just trying to rotate the model, but I clicked and dragged, and I released the cursor off the edge there. And that counted as clicking there. That's some bullshit, that is. This fellow, Grundrill. I don't know what class he is, but he's got a bow and looks like medium armor. And now she has, she's got a big hammer and cool war paint on her face. That's actually... This is just good character design. She's really pretty. Sorry. Unarmored defense, so she must be a barbarian. So I'm gonna calm emotions. She cannot rage. Hunter's Mark. That make her take extra damage, but that's... it's not worth using counterspell on. Especially when he's such a bad shot. So he must be a ranger. I could push him off the edge. Well, not quite. And attack of opportunity. That's...
This is your end.
Lacerate him? Yeah, I can use the cutting words on that.
Villainous prick.
Ah. Oh well.
What should I do?
Now, Shadowheart, you should... What do I have? That's... Yeah, let's blind him.
Forever dauntless.
We'll step away from that chasm and... Why? Oh, advantage from being blinded. So yeah, let's... Oh, there goes that hunter's mark. Oh. Just vicious mockery, perhaps? Yeah, let's do vicious mockery on...
Crusty rogue.
lae'zel gets second wind. And... Ah, we're still on non-lethal. Probably should kill these guys.
Need to stay focused.
I don't want to burn through all my spell slots just yet. So I'll just... Radiating Orb. Ooh, broke the concentration.
This is my time. Finding my way.
I can get up to him and... That's actually not worth doing. It's not gonna finish him off. Better to keep those. I'm not gonna use cutting words on that. Yeah, let's...
Taste my fury.
Try and take care of her.
What's the plan? On I go.
Since that'll... Yeah, that's got a good chance of finishing him off, so I will cutting words that.
The blade will not bend.
Duergar can't hurt anymore. We'll wait until it's safe to leave.
Favor, would you smash through that rubble before you go?
You helped me. I help you.
Not much use for this slag. Nice speckles, though. Something good here, I hope. With haste.
Okay, this leads through... Devil foil mask and a pouch. Pouch has more adamantine slag, a remnant of adamantine, a metal of old used to make legendary weapons and armor. It is too small and damaged to be of any use. And this devil foil mask... Come on. Faded bloodstains belie the mask's childlike serenity. An innocent smile and wide searching eyes, seeking its own kind.
Belongs to American, if I recall correctly. Hell's foot soldiers. I don't fancy meeting the commander. This belonged to American, one of Hell's foot soldiers.
Well, that might explain the sulfur crystals back there. We should stay on task. Try and rescue the gnomes. Let's talk to these Rothe, since we got the potion active. See if they know anything. That one's asleep.
Tired. Sleep.
Rest, little one. But do not take long. I feel his shadow. I heard his name whispered. The rock shivers from the sound. The Ketheric Thorm.
Ketheric Thorm, a familiar name. Halsin mentioned his stronghold deep underground.
You mean Ketheric Thorm, the Dark Justiciar commander?
Mighty elf, cloaked in darkness. 10 masters ago, and 10 more. But I remember. There was the work, and the blood. There was the Thorm's army. There was the Hellbeast that broke them. The Ketheric Thorm's name faded into stone until the Near came.
Hellbeast? You mean like me, with horns?
No. Bigger. Angrier. I saw tusks and flesh. Smelled fire and eggs. It came with the masked men. Crashing and smashing.
So it was a actual devil then. Impressive memory. How old are you exactly?
I outlived my mother, and her mother's mother, and many mothers beyond. Blessed to see many live, cursed to see many die.
That was all a long time ago. What does Nier have to do with Ketheric?
I know not, so I say not. Yet I hear his name again, said by the shadows.
Ominous.
Quiet. I'm thinking. Probably inhabited by whoever those skeletons were the others found.
Yes, I really need to focus on rescuing the gnomes. See what we can find out.
Seen her run with a barrel under her arm. Just a small one, but enough to blow the drow out. Someone should grab it. Slaves are never gonna manage with pickaxes.
Can't go chasing maybes. The sergeant's our ticket in.
Oh, would you look at that, Kerr? Someone's having a listen.
A shiver runs through you. Your mind is awash with ancient resentments.
True soul, no less. What do you think, Kerr? Should we take Nir's debt off her?
Why do you think I'm a true soul?
The stench. All you twat souls got one. Some of us got a nose for it. If I didn't know better, I'd say a mind flayer shat a worm in your brain. Should split your head open and poke around in there if you lot don't pay up.
Stench. Ridiculous. I'm no more a true soul than you are.
The shiver returns. This time it's colder, sharper.
The stench don't lie. You're one of them.
Okay, this fellow seems like he's no friend of the true souls. So that could be to our advantage. Could gain... I mean, hardly seems like he's here to make friends. Doesn't seem like someone Amity would really want to be friends with, quite frankly. But ally, perhaps. And this lie is close enough to the truth. I was a true soul. A cult lied to me. Now I want revenge.
Revenge, eh? In that case, I got a proposal. Want to earn some gold?
Hence, what do you need done?
Thrin's after the Absolute's glory. That's why she's got those slaves digging for Nier. But we ain't need glory, just coin. And Nier's got plenty. Help Thrin free Nier. Then you and my chums grind him up. Whatever the spoils, we'll drop you a fat cut. You in?
It does rather seem like we'll have to fight at least the absolutists in here. So having someone on our side would definitely help. But since these people kind of suck, Amity is gonna try to, you know, get a little more out of them. Normally she'd be, you know, a little more generous and just take whatever deal. But the way these fellas are, like, sounds good. I expect half the spoils. that's still enough.
Half? You drugnin. Fine. Half it is, but first, we need to take care of something. You've seen that weird orbi floating about? Knife it, and don't get caught. The cult watches through it, and we can't risk more twat souls showing up. You still standing about? Get on it.
Any ideas on getting Nia out?
Some days back, a slave gnome bolted with smoke powder. Handy stuff. Her crew know more than they're letting on. See if you can get him to talk. Now move. You're hogging my air.
Okay, well, we will figure out what to do about this crying eye in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Click the like button if you liked the video, or click the dislike button if you didn't. If you want to see more Baldur's Gate 3, or The Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, go ahead and subscribe. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you next time.